Jeff and I headed up to the hills in search of gold. And we found some. You'll never guess where we are. Good morning all. Well, we're back up in the beautiful high Sierras, and today we're checking out a hydraulic pit. I got Jeff with me, but as soon as I stopped the truck, he was gone, and I fell for the old set the camera up trick, so he's got a head start on me. So I'm cutting this short. I'm going to grab the detector and let's go see if we can find some gold. Once again, Jeff found the first piece. My first piece of gold started out as the end of an old blasting cap, and then I managed to dig up a couple of nails, but chasing the blasting cap, I dug quite a hole. This gravel went across here. I chased that blasting cap all the way down there, and down in the hole I picked up my first small piece, and then there was a crevice here. I'll show you the crevice. And I cleaned that crevice out, and I found quite a bit of slug gold. Let me show you. Okay, right here's all the fine stuff. Then we have our blasting cap and our first little nugget. Now that Jeff and I both have our first piece of gold, it's lunchtime, because we've been detecting for quite a bit before I even turned the camera on. So I'm going to leave everything right where it is, and we're going to go break for lunch. Well, I thought I'd take a break and get you caught up. Jeff and I went back down to where we were detecting and quickly discovered that it was really hot in the sun. So we did a little exploring, looking around, see if we can find some more bedrock. I went all the way out to the end where it drops down into the canyon, managed to slip and fall, tumble down the hill, and luckily my metal detector survived the fall. So I thought, what the heck, and detected my way out as I crawled back up the hillside. Did manage to find one .22 bullet, and that was it. I managed to find me some bedrock in the shade, and I'm in the process of cleaning the rocks off the top so I can detect it. So let me show you what I'm doing. Now where I'm standing is in a trough where the original miners cut a trough through here so they could run their sluice boxes in here and they could wash their gravel in and, you know, head it on out and drained. Well, this is the bottom of the river. This is the bedrock. This is all river worn. This is smooth bedrock. Got it here and got it on the other side there. And they've piled this up with gravel. As they're pulling it out of the sluice boxes, they just throw it up there, and there's huge piles all the way along this thing. So in this chunk of bedrock I can see right here, you know, it goes back to here. There's some nice smooth bedrock. So this area right in here, I'm going to pull all these rocks off, get down and see if they missed anything down in the cracks. Okay, got a target right here somewhere. Now we've got to find the crack it's in. Think we got another little piece of gold. Got another piece. Okay, well we got this nice little piece here. And let me see if I can show you this a little closer. You can see here, not real big, but we'll take it. What I want to do real quick was show you what attracted me to this spot. There was a couple of indicators that made me look at this spot. One of them was the size of the rocks in this area. Now in this pit, there's rocks from pea gravel up to 8 foot in diameter. But you got to look at the overall rocks, not the individual rocks. In this area, I don't know if you can see behind me here, but there's a lot of really big rocks everywhere. And the second thing that I look at is they broke a lot of bedrock in here. You can also see where it's stacked up. Move the camera a little bit. You can see if I can make this work. Right over in here, they have stacked up rocks, and a lot of that is broken bedrock. When they break the bedrock, that means there was gold in the bedrock. They broke it for two reasons. One is to dig a channel if they needed, and the other reason is if there was gold down in the cracks, they would bust it up to get that gold out. And then the other thing I looked at here is we have in this area the original river-worn bedrock, the smooth bedrock. This bedrock right here, this is all smooth bedrock. Same thing with this rock over here. So you know that that was the bottom of the ancient river. And then the trick now is to find really small crevices. Now the big crevices, I don't really go for those because I know they cleaned them, because they would hold enough gold to make it worth their while. The really narrow crevices, there wasn't enough gold in there for them to work them out, you know, because they had to find quite a bit of gold to stay alive. So I'm thinking the little narrow ones, yeah, they probably knew there was gold in there, but it wasn't that much, and they weren't going to take the time to get it. So that's what I look at, hoping that, you know, they missed that gold, and that's what I'm finding right here. All the pieces I found here came out of the bottom of real narrow crevices. Okay, well, I'm going to get back on this other side here, see if we can find a little more gold. Well, it's getting late in the day, but I'm not ready to give up on this spot yet. I got all the crevices on the one side done. I'm going to jump over on the other side, move a few more rocks, do a little more digging, and see if we can turn up one more piece before we got to get out of here. Okay, well, I'm not picking anything up with the detector, but since I did pull two pieces of gold off here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this loose dirt that I can off, and then all the lower stuff down in the cracks. I'm going to try to clean all that up, and we'll take it down and pan it, see if we can pick up a little more gold that way. Well, got that panned out, and the problem is there's enough gold in here to make me dig in there a little more. Let me show you. Okay, you can see right here, or at least hopefully you can. We got a pretty good spread of gold right there. Well, after that one pan, I decided to do another. We got a nice little piece of gold here. Let me show you. Well, I did two more pans and nothing. So I'm at this point, I'm pretty beat. I'm gonna gather up my gear, go see if I can find Jeff, see how he's doing, and if he's got anything, you can be sure I'll turn the camera on and show you what's going on. If not, I'll see you back at the truck. Well, we made it back to the truck, and not a lot of gold, but we're both going home with gold. So it's late, we need to get going, so I'll see you guys back at the house. Okay, well, we made it back to the house, and it's a few days later. And that trip was a lot of fun, except for the tumble down the hill. I'm still a little sore from that one. But other than that, we came out with some gold. So what do you say we jump over here to the scale and see how much gold? Okay, what we're going to do first is weigh our 3 little nuggets we found with the detector. Almost a gram. You can throw the other 2 on there, and 2.51 grams. Okay, and then the stuff we found panning. And we got a grand total of 2.92 grams. Well, almost 3 grams, that's an okay day. Now, with this time of year, the snow's melting, the rivers are still a little on the high side to be playing on the river. I mean, to get down to where the good gold is. So I think we're gonna stay working up in the hills, because in another month, it's going to warm up and it's going to be so hot in those hydraulic pits that you're not going to be able to be out there too long. So for me, this is the ideal time of year to be working the hydraulic pits. And there's one site that I'm going to see if I can get back to, because I got unfinished business in this hydraulic pit. So hopefully next trip out, that's where we're heading. So stay tuned, and right now, that's all I got for you. So I'm out of here. You guys have a wonderful day.